So, Rob Fahey, how's the retirement going?
Going well. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. No pressure. Just turn up, making up the numbers for the draw.
So, what's it like? This is in Hobart. This is the place where you started your career. What's it like to come back in its 150th year?
Yeah, I mean, it's an impressive number, isn't it? When you think it's probably, I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it's fifth or sixth oldest court in the world, probably on that basis. So, yeah, it means a lot to me, this club, obviously. And I was fortunate enough to bring the World Championship here for the first time in the club's history. And I got a lovely honorary life membership on the back of that. So, very special place for me. Great to be back.
What is it about this place, about the building, about this location that makes it so special?
I don't know. I mean, I think the court's quite particular. It's like built from Tasmanian sandstone, so it's an unusual playing surface to say the least. But having said that, it does play. It's quite true court, considering like it's had a bit of a battering and the sandstone's kind of falling to pieces a little bit here and there. It does play really well, and it's quite a rewarding court. You can serve well, you can cut the ball well, so it's definitely a place where that rewards good tennis. And I always like a court that rewards good tennis.
You've mentioned the 94 World Championship already. What are some of your best memories of this place?
Well, I mean, the problem I have with memories about this place is a long time ago. That was 94, and then again in 95. And so, I think my memories from that are, that although I won the World Championship, I think I'd only really just learnt the game, and I improved a lot from there. But I think the style of this court was, like I say, rewarded a lot of cut shots and things like that, and so it really helped me develop an all-round game, because I think, the forcing style of game didn't come in for a few years after that. So I had a good grounding in like more traditional tennis. So I think, having a court that rewarded that as your first court was very useful.
Just expanding on that, so we see a lot of juniors come out of C court somewhere else that's pretty severe. Is having that severe kind of court a good basis for producing good junior players?
I think it is, right, because it's without, let's call it at least decent technique, it's difficult to execute good controlled floor play, good cut shots. And so introducing that right from the beginning is very important, because if you start off with a forcing game, it's quite limiting when you don't have that kind of undercurrent of good tennis. And so no surprise that a lot of good juniors have come from places like Hobart, like Seacourt, places that do reward good tennis shots.
Turning now to the draw this week, you're playing in the singles. You missed the singles last year, just the doubles. What are you looking through to get through your first couple of first-round matches, quarterfinal?
Just kind of remain healthy. I did a bit of work pre-British Open just to stay competitive and not make sure my performances aren't too bad, despite my retirement. So I felt quite good going to that, and then of course got injured. And so, although that's not a big surprise at my age, trying to compete at this level, I'd rather it didn't happen. So this week, first and foremost, stay healthy, try and break nothing. And I think if that stays the case, then I'd like to think I can get through to Camden in the semi-finals, and have a good run with him.
So how has the calf pulled up after the British Open?
I think it's fine, but it's one of those injuries that you just don't know until you go flat out again. But it's survived a week skiing. I haven't actually done any practice, so I don't know how it is on the tennis court, but we're about to find out.
So if you do get through the seeds, by the seeds, you'd play Camden in the semi-finals. I think it's about the first time in about 15 years that you'd play Camden outside of a final or a world championship. How different is it going to be going up against him earlier in the draw now?
Well, I don't hold too much hope for a result in that match, but it'll just be fun to play him, and if I can keep him honest for a set, that'd be quite exciting. But I'm just not in any condition these days that would allow me to compete in a 5-setter, and so I'll be out there having a bit of fun, and if I can make him uncomfortable for 30, 45 minutes, that'd be even more fun.
And then in the doubles, you're playing with Ben Taylor-Matthews. In the past, Ben's described his performance playing with you as horrific because of the pressure of playing with the world champion. I think he's probably a bit older and more mature now. What do you expect from your partnership with Ben?
I think I'm looking forward to it. I think he's probably the senior player in that partnership now, and I think my role in doubles has kind of changed a bit. I think my net play has kind of improved a bit, and so it'd be good to have a solid sweeper behind me like Ben. So I think we'll have a good run in the doubles. On paper, we look like an okay team.
What are you aiming to get out of this week?
Well, like I say, get through kind of fresh. Well, not fresh, but uninjured, and I definitely won't be fresh. But just leave here in one piece. Spend a lot of time with the family. Still a big family going on down here, so that's great. Great fun to catch up with them. Hopefully, watch my wife win a couple more titles, and then just head back home to the cold.
And what have you got planned for the rest of the year?
Hoping to play US Open again if fitness remains. Aiken have got the IRTPA Championships this year, so I'd love to be involved in that and support their first hosting of that event. And outside of that, don't really have too many plans.
All right, Rob Fahey, thank you very much.
Thank you.